Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we have some interesting news. There's something I found out just now. I was wondering where is the all the talk about, as you know, about this Biden poll surge. But ultimately, let's just take a look on it. I've just heard about now. There's a Biden poll surge, but poll surge. Okay. So new poll is good news for Biden, bad news for the rich. Oh, okay. Bloomberg. Biden bump is real. President gains on Trump in 6 battleground states. This is 2 days ago. Biden surges in key swing states, overtaking Trump in latest poll. You would be like, all right, which of these polls would be in basically which one of these polls, which one of these states is he most likely surging in? Let's kind of take a look. Pennsylvania, for instance. Yeah, you'll see there is a poll from Bloomberg Morning Consult saying 45 to 45. And then you see CNN and the SSRS saying 46-46. I wouldn't call that a surge at all. No, they're tied. Now, Biden won a poll that was from uh, February of 2020, February 2024, 27th to the 27th to the 7th of March. Yes, beaten by Trump by 5. We didn't even see that, but of course, um, Fox News released a poll showing Trump beating Biden by 2. A tie from Bloomberg, Trump beating Biden by 5 or 4. And then we have a tie here. So what I'm hoping is, guys, is the reminder that we need to keep our attention on the poll front right now. There's nothing really big going on with the primaries. I'll still cover them. But the real deal of getting Trump elected is also focusing on, as you know, the polling front. Going out there, persuading people that and challenging people how Donald Trump is actually better than Biden. Biden is illegitimate. He is not fit for 4 more years. Donald Trump is the presumptive Republican nominee. He is the most likely successor who's going to take over if Biden can't serve. And that is if when it comes to elections. So let's talk about, for instance, we have Biden and Trump. And a lot of people go, oh, what about Trump and the legal stuff? Really, it's the Trump deranged media. The Trump deranged media doesn't care about your well being. Okay? They care less about your well being. They really can talk and say whatever they want, and they will get lots of money by doing that. We have to remember that. They will, if they, when they talk, money, $1 at a time comes out. So keeping that in mind, Pennsylvania, I would say, is the real state that Biden has been surging in. I said Biden's not going to do any better than this, and I'm really hoping there is a good possibility that Trump could take back Pennsylvania. Biden could take back Pennsylvania. Right now, it's for Trump, but let's give it to him. All he needs, I would say, is 2 more polls before we can flip it for Biden. But we don't want that to happen. So there's Pennsylvania, Michigan. You'll see is the last poll that Joe Biden won in that state was in January, and looking back in record timing, we're actually in good position. So Pennsylvania poll. Pennsylvania is where Biden is most likely doing his best. You'll see. The last poll he won is in March of 7th. That was his last poll. We want to make sure he doesn't win any new polls other than March 7th. Michigan, we see the last poll he won, Biden won, was January 4th to the 10th of 2024. We want to make sure he doesn't gain more than that from the January 4th poll being taken. Georgia, the last poll Joe Biden won in that state, May 15th, 2023, showing Biden winning by 1. And that's it. We will celebrate big if we get to May 15th to the 17th. If we pass that May 17th, we can officially say, hey, you know what? Trump has scored a year of constant victories against Joe Biden. I think we're good in the state of Georgia. We take a look at Arizona. Another state we got to look at. You'll see the last legitimate win Joe Biden won was in July of 2023. If we pass July, the 24th of July, we can say, hey, guess what? Trump is good enough to go in the state of Arizona. Taking a look at Wisconsin. Now, we're getting there. Biden won a poll on the 14th of March. Now, that's another thing we need to focus on is the polling front in Wisconsin. If we really tend to focus on Wisconsin, Georgia, and Arizona, we're going to win the election. The last poll, Joe Biden won in Nevada, just in October of 2023. If we go past of October 10th, we can say with no Biden polls, we can say, hey, guess what? We are good to go. Nevada goes to Trump with confidence. So we need to continue to, out of all these states, it's going to be the deciding states of Michigan and Pennsylvania. Now, if we lose Michigan and Pennsylvania, no fear, guess what? We still win. What if we lose Wisconsin? We still win that also. Guess what? I will tell you guys, the election is heavily at our favor. Now, let's say if we lose, what about Minnesota? What about District 2? We still win. Look at that. In reality, there's states that we need to continue to hold the momentum in, and that is the states of Georgia, the states of Arizona, and the states of Nevada. Okay, we need those states. Now, let's say it looks like this. Guess what? We win 270. That's the more enough electoral votes to win. So really, we need to focus on the Sun Belt states. We want to focus in every state, the Rust Belt states also, because we know the Rust Belt, that's where industrial workers are. And the industrial workers are not happy with Sleepy Joe because apparently they don't like Sleepy Joe. And guess what? A lot of industrial workers are Muslims. The Muslim population in the United States tends to be in the Rust Belt right here. So, expectingly, they're going to have a little say of who's going to get elected. But yes, 270. I feel confident looking at this. Trump has huge advantage. Now, let's just say Nevada. People say, oh, Nevada is like North Carolina. North Carolina is stuck on the GOP because it has been that way since 2012. True, Nevada has been stuck with the Democratic Party. Then if Biden picks up Nevada, a sad reality, but Biden wins the election. But I would say he has to put a lot of effort into this. And having RFK and Jill Stein and West, the two left-wingers in this game, two progressives who are aiming to kind of take and split the pro-Palestine vote, we are hoping that Nevada will probably go into our favor. because we won that state in 2022, more so because of Joe Lombardo, who is a moderate, but we had some victories other than Joe Lombardo in that state. We didn't win the Senate, and I wish we did because that was the real Trump candidate. But hopefully, I mean, Joe Lombardo is a Trump endorser, and so is Mr. Lieutenant Governor Anthony. So I'm hoping that that would be enough. It's going to be the economy. In Nevada, the economy and overall leadership is a huge issue because Nevada is a business state. Nevada is a state with a lot of commerce, a lot of purchases, and that is where we hear a lot of cries about inflation. All right. So the abortion argument's not going to work in this state. No. Nevada is number one, one of the biggest abortion states in the country. I found out. I don't know if that's still a fact, but yeah, I still think Nevada is in the right hands and mindset to go for the Donald Trump. Of course, we have good gains in these states, Arizona and Georgia. This might be like a 2008 situation in 2020, where Indiana and North Carolina, they barely went for Barack Obama. And then just back in 2012, they easily went back to the generic Republican. And I'm hoping this will be the same deal. People are saying, oh, it's time for Arizona and Georgia to become blue states. I would think, yeah, they're swing states, but I think what we've been seeing, especially in Georgia, where Republicans have been elected abroad in that state in 2022, Georgia is still in to go red. Arizona, as of right now, is looking to go red. That would probably be a good opportunity for Joe Biden to win, but I doubt he could. I don't know. But then, of course, Wisconsin. These states are states that Biden barely won by less than a point. The outcome should be successful, where we should successfully flip these states. Michigan and Pennsylvania is where we're going to probably have the most trouble. Okay? Expect in the general, these states are probably going to be the two. But just know we don't need to win neither of these states to win. But we want to win everything, right? We want to go into the election knowing that we could win everything. But then again, it's hard to say. So, what are your thoughts in regards to Pennsylvania, to our swing states, and the Biden? As you know, Joe Biden and the delirium syndrome of thinking they're going to come back in the polls. I mean, this is the same thing. Donald Trump made a comeback in the polls around this time in 2020. And this was during COVID, something that we claim Donald Trump seemed to lose by. But here, and you'll see it always swings back to the favorable in the election. So what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next political episode.